the host of this season. Nora, come over here. Yeah, this is Nora. She is tall.
Yeah, I'm tall and I'm from Switzerland.
This part, like, hi, I'm Nora from Switzerland, is, you know, the most popular because Nora, like, she says it like every time.
She makes me say it basically, like every time.
Like, yeah, so this is her opening, like, I don't know, like phrase or something. So yeah, Nora, can you tell just a couple of words about yourself? And then I will, like, in order to make the atmosphere more comfortable and friendly, I will send the plan of how you need to introduce yourselves. I would also like to ask you to be like quick because we're kind of running out of time. Just a few things, and really quick. Alright, so we will start with Nora.
Okay, very good. Oh, there are some questions. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Nora, as I already said, and I'm a teacher at A Priori Lingua School. My hobbies are swimming, I'd say, and drawing pictures for my students, and dancing, kind of dancing. Yeah. Have you attended the English dinner before? No, it's my first time, and what I'm afraid of. I'm a very brave girl, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to, it's up to you. If you want to stand up, yeah, feel free to do that.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Anna, and I'm a lawyer. My hobby, I have just one hobby. I like to sing, and I take vocal classes. Sometimes I sing on the place Green Island, how we call it, but it doesn't matter. I have never attended any English dinners before. This is my first time here, so I'm very glad to attend it this night. And my phobia is planes. I'm very afraid of flights, but according to my job, I have to fly very often, and the more often I fly, more brave I become. So that's me. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Julie?
Hello everyone, my name is Molly. I'm a patient dancer and I'm a student and
Yes, we can already start. So this is Nora. That is her 4th time here in Omsk, and she's ready to tell you a lot. Your moment of glory.
Yeah, finally. And then also for me it's very interesting that I'm put somehow in the spotlight here as being a foreigner, because I know there are not many foreigners in Omsk, and so it's somehow something special that foreign people come to Omsk. But for me, being from Switzerland, it's very like everyday life. We have so many immigrants that you can actually not tell who is Swiss or who has some roots in a foreign country. It's like this this ad. It was for we had some like we have a direct democratic system, so we have a lot of votes to make, and like they always ask the public what do you think, and then we have to vote for something. And this was about voting if we should like nationalize some people who have been living in Switzerland already for the 3rd generation, and it's about this. And here they make the point that there is actually, you cannot see any difference between someone who was like originally from Switzerland and someone who maybe immigrated to Switzerland 2 or 3 generations ago. And it's like, it's just the same. And also we have a lot of people coming from abroad, and it's like nothing special for me, and so for me it's a little weird to be like looked at like, oh, you're the foreigner and tell us something. It's really strange for me, but it's interesting as well. Yeah, and this is national sports of us. It's like some kind of wrestling, Of course, not everybody does that, but it's just to show you which kind of sports you have. And this is like some kind of throwing stones, like heavy stones. Yeah, it's really, this facial expression is very... I'm sorry. So it's like why would you throw stones? Like, I cannot tell you, I don't know. And maybe some of you guys know, I don't know, it's like our national dish, just to remind you of that. It's called raclette, and it's cheese. So we like to eat a lot of cheese. And this is Carnival. It's called Fasnacht, and it's happening now, actually, right now. And in different city, it's really like a variety of customs. It's very like there's a big variety. Like every city has its own traditions, and here you can see some like lanterns, and they get up very early in the morning, these people, and they lit the lanterns, and they have a parade through the city. Just to show you some pictures, I guess you have seen it before. But just to show you. Yeah, and in the end it's always a big mess and you have to clean up. That's really fun. That's our government. Yes, I don't know why they did that. It's like some kind of moon stars, but it's like we have 7 of them, and yeah, we don't have like a president. It's just 7 people who govern us, and you like it.
I think we have hundreds of
Yeah.
our government, so you're lucky.
And there is a mass. I'm sorry if I'm allowed to say that out loud. Like we have a mass in like our country, but here just there are like 7 people and they control, right? Like I'm sorry, like people don't watch, don't hear, don't listen.
Yeah, so you've seen their faces now. Yeah, and that's what I've been talking about. We vote a lot. We have a lot, like you can do some initiatives, you can collect some signatures and then somehow propose something, and other people can vote about it. And so you can bring through your own ideas, and if you don't like something, you can somehow change it. And it's just, yeah, this we do like every 2 months maybe. We have to like put yes or no or yes or no, and we already get tired of it, but I think it's and those are the bears from Russia. I think Putin gave them to us, Misha and Masha. Like those are all pictures. It used to look like this. It's in Bern, the capital of Switzerland, and it's actually, this is really bad. Like they were just living in this hole, and it's not very nice. But now Misha and Masha are living in a really good place, which I'm going to show you now. Yeah, so they improved it, I think. And that's this river, it's called Aare, and in summer a lot of people also swim in it, so you can like swim in the river, but of course not like here, it's a park for the bears, but you can pass here, like. But this area is for the bears.
And the swimming pool also?
Yeah, they can, like, it's the water from the river here, but they can they can swim in this, so it's really an improvement. Yeah, it's just, that's from Bern as well. It's the most famous festival in Bern, I'd say. So just to like, yeah, Swiss people are like, they like to stick to themselves sometimes, but they also like to party sometimes. And that's our national game, kind of. It's an art game. It's very simple, and just to show it. And yeah, we really like to drill holes in mountains, like to make tunnels. and we are really successful in doing this. And yeah, like we also have holes in cheese somehow, and also like holes to put your to hide your money somewhere. So yeah, we're good with holes. And yeah, we have happy old people in Switzerland. And I think those are ants probably. Yeah, and he is from one region of Switzerland, and he can actually, by putting these ants on his face, he can tell you the weather. Like he makes a weather forecast by putting ants on his face. And I cannot exactly tell you the procedure, like how he can tell you if it will be 0 degrees or if it will snow, or like, I don't know, if they pee or if they don't pee, maybe it will change something. I have no idea, but it's a nice tradition somehow. And this, you know, I guess it's yodel. It's like, you know? Yeah. I cannot say yodel, no, and I won't try, but you are very welcome to try. I think it's, you just shout somehow. I want to, because there's a camera, so better not.
I'm not gonna do this.
And yeah, we have a lot of cows. They give milk, and out of the milk you can make cheese and chocolate. And in summer, like, yeah, they go up like on the hills in summer for like, they go there, I think in May, and then they stay there till end of September, and they live up there. So there are always people going up with the cows to the mountains, and they take care of them, and I think it's a really cool experience, and I would like to do it once in my life. It would be really nice to have this experience. Yeah, because you're up there, and it's like very quiet, and you are just there with the nature, and I imagine it must be very good. And yeah, it's like a special day, so they kind of decorate the cows, and also the men are in special dresses. This maybe you also have seen. It's the alphorn. It's like some kind of instrument, and they use it up on the mountains also to communicate between each other. Yeah, we have Swiss Army knife, which I guess you also know, but we also have the real army, in case you don't know. They can fly. They can also do other things, but they can fly. And yeah, last but not least, we have chocolate. And that's the end of my presentation.
Feedback, whatever, comments. Nikita is the first.
So you said that there are only 7 people in the government.
Yeah.
On the picture there were 80.
Yeah. It's like the Secretary of State, but she doesn't count because she works in the background, but very attentive. Yeah.
Okay. The next one. What is the most favorite chocolate in Switzerland?
The most
favorite chocolate.
probably Toblerone.
What's the name?
Toblerone.
Never heard of it.
It's really popular. Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's
What's the name in Russian?
Toblerone.
It's sold in some triangle kind of box.
Yeah.
Never seen.
You have seen it, I guarantee. Just Google it.
And actually it actually was a scandal this year about Toblerone, because in England they just made the pieces of Toblerone smaller. Like they just cut a little of the triangle, and it like the spaces between the triangles became bigger. And they didn't announce it to people, so it was just the weight was less, but the price was the same. And then British people really started to make fun of the company in the internet, and like they printed an image where you only have 2 triangles at each end of the chocolate bar, and in the middle it's just flat. So yeah, but they are famous.
It's look like a Russian business.
Alright, who's next? Comments, questions? You don't have to be shy, like we're all...
Question. You told us that you vote a lot. And where do you do it? I mean, do you have some letters sent to your house with questions, or you walk somewhere and vote there?
Usually we have like like they send us this kind of letters to our house, and there is like a booklet which contains information, and you may read it or not, like as you wish. Some people just like listen what their maybe wife says or grandmother says, and others they read it or they get some information from the internet and then they vote. And you can like send it by post, you can post it, or you can just go to the like special office and deposit it there. But we don't have online voting, for example.
And what things can you decide this way? What can you
For example, like we have had one vote about if it should be allowed. This is actually not so, I don't like this vote, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's like about the mosques, like the minarets, like it's called minaret, yeah. If it should be allowed to build these or not. And this kind, or if it's like about abortion, if it should be allowed or not, or like for like one very famous vote was like in 1971, so not like long time ago, like yeah, some time ago, but not very long. Women actually were not allowed to vote in Switzerland. So there it was only the men who could vote. And then the men had to vote about if women should be allowed to vote or not. And it took quite a long time to change the man's opinion of this matter. Like they were like really doubtful if women should be allowed to vote or not. Women had to fight quite hardly to get their rights. So you can basically vote about anything. Like just find someone who supports you and collect signatures, and then you can make an initiative and vote about it.
Next.
I have a
presentation. It was great, funny, and very informative. And my question is, what was your first right impression at your first visit to Omsk?
My first bright impression.
Your first visit to Omsk.
Okay. I had this question already today. I answered it today already. And actually, the first time I came to Omsk, it was by train. And when I got off the train, there was Saule waiting for me, and she smiled. So this was my first impression of Omsk.
Yeah, Saule is some girl.
Yeah, she's a girl.
Yeah, we don't know her. Thank you, Saule.
Yes, it's easy.
So why did you move?
Or like, tell me what you mean by easy.
Like taxes, I don't know, working, living, getting married, renting a house, everything, like life.
Yeah, it's easy.
So why did you move?
Well, actually, she didn't like move completely. She's
I
just
think
kind
that's
of
a good point. Yeah. Like I will go back there. I don't need forever. Like.
Unless we pull you here. Right?
Yes, exactly.
We army men. Why does men fly on broom? All men fly on broom in your country.
I never was part of the army, so I don't know about exactly what they are doing there. It's a mystery to me. I don't know. Yeah, probably.
It's very interesting picture. If you fly in Russia on broom, you will be lessons with psychology.
Okay.
Next is that we will ask someone else, and possibly I will pick a person, because during English dinners we speak, right? Just feel free to do anything.
Have you seen the video message to Mr. Trump from Switzerland?
Yes. Have you seen it? Yes.
Yes. Do you find it funny?
Partly, yeah. I now don't really recall like content of it, but I know there was something I think.
So basically they said that they have like the most beautiful women all over the world there in Switzerland, and then we love Russians. We love Russians so much, so do you.
Oh, it's Sandra Boulder, yeah.
So yeah, I have a question on one of your presentation slides. You mentioned that the carnival is running over there. Isn't it a multinational carnival? One of my friends in Belgium told that they also have some kind of carnival right now these days. Maybe it's a German one.
Yeah, it's about Belgium. I really don't know, but I know they depend on the region, like when it starts and when it ends and how exactly they celebrate it. But usually it's with it's celebrated with very loud music, and somehow like it depends on. In Basel they have these flutes they are playing, and in Lucerne they have more kind of brass band style which they are playing. So it really depends on the region how it is celebrated. But yeah, I can imagine also in Belgium they might have
Some kind of carnival observed.
Okay.
Alright, Nikita and Anna, like the most, I don't know, active participants.
Social media, as far as I remember, so that's fine. My question is very simple. What are other state languages in Switzerland, and what is your native one?
My native language is German, and I also speak a little French, and then we have Italian and Red-Romanic.
Sorry?
Red-Romanic?
Do you speak?
No, it's like a mix between French and Italian, but it's like a minority. 2 weeks I'll start, and for now I'm just like watching TV and like listening and this kind, just getting immersed into the language somehow.
So I wish you good luck in the challenge. It's really hard in grammar, as they say.
Complicated, for sure,
Yeah.
like all those cases, endings. Alright, whose turn is it?
I sometimes see some like weird things at the supermarket, like when you go there, like lying there, some jelly thing. And it's not very appealing to me. I've never tried it, but I'm not sure if I like it.
You should try them.
Yeah? Okay.
It's not a question because it's just my view. When at the English dinner was other foreign guests, it's you or Dave. Dave was from Australia, and he said that Australians eat a lot likes and eat a lot of meat. And now Nora said that Swiss like and eat a lot of cheese, and it's we can see that other countries have other traditions and which content with food. So Australians like meat and Swiss like cheese. It's interesting.
For now, I would like to kind of do the lottery that we promised you like at the beginning, but like when you arrived. And for this part, I guess, Nora, I'm gonna need your help. So we have a special box over there. It's gonna be some kind of a lottery.
Can I?
Yeah, sure, everybody. Yeah, just check the box. That's it. So, let's go to the spotlight again. So, the prize is a coupon, a certificate for any free drink from the coffee shop, Coffee Cake, and the winner is going to be decided now. Nora, close your eyes. certificate. Just pay attention to some information on the other side of the certificate because it has like expiration date and everything. And well, I guess we're about to finish our English dinner. It was like short. And normally, like we speak, we communicate for the whole like 19 minutes. And like since you don't have any questions, I would like to tell you that our next English dinner is going to happen in 2 weeks, and this is going to be, hold on, the 11th of March, so right after the Women's Day. Yeah, just all the information will be posted on VK, like on Instagram, on Facebook. On VK we have like a special group, like I'm sure you know it, right? On Facebook and Instagram we have a special hashtag #angliski. Like please like follow us. We will keep you updated, and please come and yeah, have like more fantastic time with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the pictures and videos will be like uploaded to like on VK, yeah, mostly. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Smile. Look here and smile. Say Swiss cheese. Once again.